Welcome to our live show room. This is Lisa. Today I will be the host to introduce you our company and our wholesale product. First, I would like to introduce our company. We are TianGe Acoustic and Decorative Materials Corporation Limited. We're located in Foshan City, Guangdong Province, the capital of beauty materials in China. And you can find every beauty materials here in Foshan. So welcome to here. And our company is established in 2008, and so now until now we have a history of more than 13 years. TianGe Acoustic is an acoustic decoration integrated service solution provider in China. We have our own acoustic decoration design company, marketing company, and production base of more than 10,000 square meters. And we have more in our building house. There are 3 floors here. One is for our marketing company, and the second is for our exhibition room, and the third is for our design company. Now I am in the second floor, our exhibition room here. And around our showroom, you can see our wholesale product, the Slat Acoustic panel on the wall, including the solid wood panel on the wall. Yes, these are very hot these days. Okay. So actually, we do not sell the Slat Acoustic panel. We also do some design for the acoustic project, such as the cinema, the theater, the home cinema, exhibition room, the auditorium room, etc. So if you find us, we can help you settle a lot of problems, such as the design, the materials calculation, and the reverberation time calculation, and the purchase of acoustic materials from so that is a one-stop service. Now let's go to our today's topic, our wholesale product, Slat Acoustic panel. Like this one in my hand, and also this one. And so when we machine this panel, we would like to say why it's so hot in these days, and why people like them so much. Firstly, you can say that this panel is made of wooden, and it is kind of wooden panel. And the more importantly, I think there are 3 important points for its popularity. Firstly, it is very eco-friendly, and secondly, it is easy to install, and thirdly, it is of nice design, right? And now let's introduce it step by step. Firstly, let's take a sample first. But if you are in our showroom, don't forget to follow us and give us likes. Thank you. And now we are in September Purchase Festival. There are a lot of documents and welfare, such as cash coupons and big discount for big order. This is our cash coupons from $20 to $100. You can use 1 to 5 pieces according to the amount of your order. The sample. This one is the smallest. The smallest size is around 120 millimeter plus by 100 millimeter, and this one is much larger. and this is the largest one we produce for our sample, but the size can be customized according to requirement. And we produce this size just in order to help you know the full appearance of the panel and see more freight cost for you by air courier. And take this one for example. The panel is mainly made of three parts. One part is the surface veneer, the finish, and the second part is the baseboard material, that is MDF board or solid wood board. The third part is the polyester fiber acoustic panel, just as you can see here. Now, when we talk about the furnish, there are also a lot of choices. You can choose the minimum as the furnish, or the wood veneer, or the fireproof laminate. So there are the three choices. But usually, our clients prefer the wood veneer. Like this one shows, this is the wood veneer, and this one is also the wood veneer. You can choose the one you prefer or according to your budget. And there is also difference for the veneer. Take the wood veneer, for example. It can be technical wood veneer and natural wood veneer. And there are also some additional things on the surface. Someone can be brushed, and someone cannot be brushed. And some can be matte paint. Some can be 50% matte paint. So if 100% paint, it feels a lot rustic. So we usually call it rustic surface, rustic work. As you can see from this one, it is not brushed. This finish is not brushed, and it is 100%. It is 100% matte paint, so it feels a lot rustic. But as you can see from this one, this finish is brushed. But the difference is the base material is solid wood. We usually use the pine wood, and you can see the difference. This one is the black MDF. And another difference is that the thickness. We usually use the 12 millimeter thickness, and for the pine solid wood, it is 15 millimeter. Okay, now let's continue to see the difference between the technical and the natural. Usually, when our clients told us, I have some difficulty, I have some dilemma to choose the counter, and I don't know how to choose the counter because I think I cannot find the difference between them. So at first, I will tell them, if you have the budget and what is material. I noticed working client is coming to our live showroom. He asked it what the material, and it is a wooden slat acoustic panel, and the panel is made of three parts. One part is the furnish, the wood veneer, and the second part is the MDF. The third part is the polyester fiber acoustic panel. So this one is composed of three parts. Now, is it clear for you? So if you would acquire much more information, you can leave us the message or send us email, and we will get back to you via email, okay? Thank you. Thank you for our customer service. If you have more questions, just leave your message here, and we will get back to you promptly. Thank you. Just now we have talked about the difference between the two kinds of between the veneer, and for the technical material, it is also made from the wood veneer, but it is composed of different kinds of wood. But for the natural one, it is thoroughly made of the natural wood and without any human being process. So the cost of natural is a little higher than the technical one. Now, we will talk about the second part, the MDF board. This is the medium density board, so we call it MDF. The color of the MDF can also be black and yellow wood. Like this color shows yellow, the wood color. And the third part is the polyester. You can see from the surface, the polyester is 9 millimeter and with high density. So the higher density of the polyester, the better acoustic performance of it. And I note one customer asked it, how many colors can I choose for the polyester? Usually we only use two kinds of colors. One is black, like this one, and another is the gray color. And the two are the most popular. But if you prefer other colors, you can also choose from our color book, like this one shows. There are so many colors, around 48. Now black is here, and the four is the gray color, and the cost is the same. Okay, don't forget to follow us and give us likes to gain the cash coupons. Which can be used and in your order. So if for home use, for home decoration, we usually use the melamine and wood veneer, and we suddenly use the HPL, since the color of HPL is a little different from the wood veneer. And for commercial use, if you have higher requirements for the fire retardant, you can consider the HPL. HPL. Now let's talk about the other specialities of this panel. From you can see, this panel is made of 3 slats, and the slat, the width of the slat also have some options, like the 27 by 13 millimeter or 35 millimeter by 15 millimeter. As you can see, this width of the slat is 27 millimeter, and the gap between the slat is 13 millimeter. So it can also be chosen according to requirement. And the size of the panel, the 4-size panel can have can also be customized. So, but our standard size is 2.4 meter by 0.6 meter, or 2.6 meter by 5.2 meter. 0.52 meter. Much longer, much higher panels can also be produced, and the longest panel we can produce is 2.9 meter. Now I will show you some samples for size in our showroom. Now follow me. Here, please. These 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 panels are 2.6 meter, and from the left to the right, this one is our hot cell counter. It's white oak, and the second one is our another special item. You can see from the surface, the veneer, there are a lot of knolls on the surface, and it is thoroughly natural born. And this width of the panel is 15 slides, so the width is 60 millimeter. And this one is also the oak, but it is red oak. The color is a little red than the first one. This is also very popular in Europe. And this one is the smoked oak. You can see the surface is smoked persist, and the surface, the veneer is brushed by human being. The last one is the black, and all of them are in the same length and width. Okay. So for buyer, if you want to buy our panels, you may have some doubts, such as, do you have any certificate for the panel? And if we buy from it, is there any limitations for our countries? So don't worry. For this panel, we have gained a lot of certificates, such as the CE certificate, the eco-friendly certificate, the fireproof test report for the fireproof panel. Now I will show you one by one. The first one is the CE certificate. You can see from here. The certificate is acquired last year, and it is a necessity if you import goods to Europe. And from the test report, you can see the applicant is our company, Guangdong TianGe Acoustic Technology Corporation Limited. And the manufacturer is also Foshan TianGe Acoustic. And this is the number of the certificate. And this is the type of product. The second part is about the acoustic performance test report. We also call it NRC test report. That means noise reduction coefficient. This report is also acquired last year, and the authority department is Tsinghua University. Now let's look at the result of the test report. You can see the test standard is the acoustic measurement of sound absorption in reverberation room, and the quantity of the samples is 10.08 square meters. The test field is Center for Building Environment Test, Tsinghua University Reverberation Room, Reverberation Chamber. And the test calculation is that The test sample NRC is 0.7. According to the GBT 16731 to 1997, the gradation of sound absorption property for absorption products. The absorption property of the test acoustic structure is the second class. So if your client asks it for the NRC test report, we can directly send it to them. And so after you install the panels on the wall, actually it can reduce the noise and can absorb some unnecessary sound, make the space much more quieter. The next report I would like to introduce is our eco-friendly test report. It is a newest report we done it this year. It is about the formaldehyde emission. And this report is from SGS. And the grade of the class is A01. But another good news I would like to tell you is that we have upgraded our panels the 2 months, and we are now doing the new test report. The grade of the eco-friendly will be E0 grade. We just wanna to make our product to be the best one, and hope you can get the best one. Okay, that's all about our tester report. Now I would like to answer the questions you ask, and the FAQ of the product. Firstly is about the specification. The size of the panel can be customized. For smaller size, we have made the size like 300 millimeter plus 300 millimeter by 300 millimeter. That is a small size. And for bigger size, we can make 2.4 millimeter, 2.6 meter. 2.4 meter, 2.6 meter, 2.7, 2.7 meter, and the longest one is the 2.9 meter. But for the longer ones, there are MLQ. Actually, we do not have a strict MLQ for the baseboard. The main point is that the backing field needs to be customized. So usually we suggest MLQ of 300 square meter for the panel. And the width is there are also 3 standard widths for the panels. One is 320, 400 millimeter, or 600 millimeter. Now, a client asked, can the panels be used outdoor? Actually, this panel is designed for interior use, so it can only be used inside, cannot be used outside. Well, thank you for our client. They give us 10 likes. Now another client asked, how many days for 200 square meters? Yes, that is about the production time. For the production time, it usually takes 20 to 13 days and no more than one month. As you know, this panel is thoroughly by handmade, and at first we need to customize the board, and we need to buy the veneer, then get the veneer compounded on the board. If you would like additional service such as the brush, it also needs 1 to 3 more days, and then the surface then the next step, the surface needs to be painted, and lastly the panels need to be divided into different into slats, and the last step is to put the slats on the polyester fiber. So that is the process of the production. So every step takes around takes several days. So the whole process around 20 to 13 days. So you can tell us your preferred colors and leave your contact information. We will contact you after our live showroom. After our live show. If you have more questions, you can also leave your questions here. Just now we have talked about the production time. Next, I still continue to talk about the shipping time. If you are located in Asia, the shipping time is around 7 days to 15 days. It depends on the vessel, the leaving time of the vessel. If there is no delay, you can receive the goods. You can receive the goods after the vessel leaves. Actually, usually to Singapore, 7 days, to Philippines, 10 days, to Vietnam, 5 days. That is the time to the port, not to door-to-door. If for door-to-door, just a little longer. So you can choose the service you like. But to Europe, such as the Mediterranean, it takes around 20 days for the sea shipping. But to UK, to Germany, Austria, Netherlands, it takes around 13 days for the sea shipping. But to America, such as United States, America, and Canada, it takes around 18 days. But to the east of America, it takes around 30 days, 7 more days longer than the West America. That is about the shipping time by sea. Now, more clients are curious about the fireproof of the panel. They want to know, is it fireproof and is it waterproof? As I mentioned at the very beginning, the panels can be fireproof persist, but the material is different. The three part is totally different. At first, the finish need to change by alternative. Wow, so hot in our live showroom. Can I use it for conference room? Of course, It is very good choice for conference room. No problem. For conference room, bedroom, living room, all are okay. Thank you. Thank you for your question. You can tell us the height of your conference room and the wall you would like to clad it, and then we can design for you. And you can choose the color you like. We customize your panels. Thank you. Now let's continue. We talked about the waterproof and fireproof of the panel. If for fire retardant, the veneer should be HPL, not wood veneer, and the baseboard needs also to be changed by the fireproof board, and the polyester needs also to be fire retardant. But for the fire grid, for the polyester fiber, it is usually under B1 class. So the whole grade of the panel is also under B1 grade. For waterproof, is it waterproof? No, it's not for waterproof. So we not strongly suggested it used in the bathroom but for the kitchen, you can also use it, but you need to keep it far from the water. That's it. Oh, sorry. Now another client asked it, what about the package? For the package, it is usually packed in three pieces or 4 pieces, and you can also choose the 1 pieces package. And the cladding can also be logo print, be printed by your. The cladding can also be printed by the logo you required. And for self-buyers, what they care about is the color, and want to buy the color which can be matched with their furniture. So our most popular 3 colors are oak, smoked oak, and walnut. Not questions? One client asked it, I'm very interested in it. Can you introduce it to me? Of course. But we can give you some brief introduction, and if you want to know more details, you can list your questions, such as the price. You want to know the shipping time and the color of the veneers. If you can give us more details, that would be helpful. Thank you. So I will give you a brief introduction for this panel. This panel is made of wooden. We call it wooden panel, and the 3 parts composed of it. One is the furnish, and the second is the MDF board, and the third is polyester fiber acoustic panel. So we call it slat acoustic panel. It is not only for decoration but also for acoustic use. You can put these panels everywhere in your room, such as living room, bedroom, and your study room, anywhere you want. The installation is very, very easy. It can be directly installed on the wall by screws. If the wall is made of breaker or gypsum, both are okay. So if the production is not enough, you can send us your questions. I can answer it one by one, or leave your email and we can send you our product catalog. Thank you. Now when we machine the installation way, I will introduce it carefully, detailedly. As you can see, the backing field is the polyester, and it is relatively soft. So if you want to install the panels, you can prepare some tools such as the nail gun, such as the screws and the scissors. You can scissors for cutting the panel. More questions, right? How much? One client asked, how much is it? The price differs. The price varies from the composition of the veneer and the polyester. If you choose the technical, the price. If you choose the technical, or if you choose the natural veneer, the price is different. So we need to know the choice. We need to know your choice. And the size is also varies from the the price also varies from the length. The length between 2.4, 2.6, and 2.9 is also different. So tell me your intended quantity and your preferred colors and preferred specifications. We will give you an accurate price. But we can tell you the price is around 28 to 39 per square meters. Okay, let's look at the next questions. What is the length and width of the panel? The length of the panel can be around can be chosen from 2.4 to 2.9. The longest is 2.9. So you can choose 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. So many choices. And for the width is relatively fixed. It can be 220 millimeter, 400 millimeter, 520 millimeter. The widest is 600 millimeter. Now, the next question is, I want to get your catalog. Okay, we can send you our catalog. Or you can leave up your message. We can send you our product catalog while email. Thank you. So for wholesalers, what they care about is the package, the custom-made cartons, the certificate, and the after-sales service. Also the warranty of the product. So for wholesalers, we suggest you buy our 3 hot colors. One is smoked oak, another is oak, and the third one is the walnut. Yes, these 3 colors are very hot in the market and help you earn more profit. Okay, thank you. This is today's introduction of our Slat Acoustic panel, and next live show we will introduce you our solid wood panel. So please continue to follow us. Thank you for watching. See you next time.